Mm-hmm. So, Ah! Didn't notice that one. I noticed the table for some reason. Come near the sad man in his 40s. He hastily snatches up a creased envelope from the pile of documents on his desk and hides it in his pocket. What are you doing here? I know who you work with, and I'm not going to deal with the likes of you. Oh, a smartass. Could you answer a couple of questions for me? Get on my face. I have other things in my mind now. What's in the envelope? Is it a bribe? Are you crazy asking me such questions? I could have planted a little black lotus on you, and you'll be doing hard labor for the rest of your short life. You would plant drugs on me? Seriously? Absolutely. Is that what you want? Is it? Yeah, stop yelling. I better be going. Cops are not gonna like us, I think. The lieutenant is grimly scribbling something on a sheet of paper when he spots his size and puts down his pencil. What do you want? Whatever it is, I'm not helping out. What are you writing over there? How the fuck? Quit pestering me already or I'll write you up. You wanna rot in prison? Calm down. Listen, who's the head cheese around here? What business is of yours? Get out of here before I arrest you. You're reaching for the office door when an angry shuffle near a policeman interrupts you. Hey, you don't you dare. Eh? Sounds like we should deal with the Polizei, huh? Oh, here we have somebody who's real armored. Ready to go. See if we can get in here. Get around the money before they could buy the whole suit. Let's see here. Yeah, so where should we go now, though? Oops. We'll try some crafting. Isn't it, is it two of these? No, it isn't. One, okay, custom made crossbow. Scrap metal. Where the heck do I need these damn scarves all the time? Yeah, I want to make a heavy crossbow. I need a babushka scarf to make a wooden one. And I can make a metal crossbow because I need 2 metal crossbow to make a heavy crossbow. I need a babushka scarf. And we need a lot of ropes. So to make metal bolt, let's see, do we have that now? Let's maybe down that. Okay. Go in and talk to him, the mechanic. And we can check out the robbery. We have that one at the tavern. This one to tell. We also have the docks to go to. Let's check about going to. I'm gonna check this second tier and see what happens. So we can go with him. Okay. The mustachioed fella looks cold, hungry, and downtrodden, which, however, doesn't prevent. Which, however, doesn't prevent him smiling ear to ear when he spots you. Hey, boss, would you like to buy a private house in the city? It's cozy and cheap. Cold standing out there. It's not summertime. Nah, it's not cold at all. Did you say? Can I ask you something? Maybe let's close on this vision to talk later. And just tell me your name. Homsa, and if you buy the house, you can call me Homsa the estate manager. Wings. Your very own estate manager. Has a nice ring to it, huh? I don't know. What are you offering? Only 2,000 rubles offer a one-story house in the center of Trudograd on the banks of a former park pond. Price includes house, garage, outbuildings, a fence, and much more. Intellect. Only 2,000, pretty cheap for a private house. Cheap. Most people in the city can only dream of such a dad blame sums. Right, but still, the private house is worth much more, especially in Trudograd. Quit criticizing my price. If you really think it's so low, that's a great reason to buy. Don't look a gift mimic in the mandibles, as they say. Is the estate really yours? I used to work there as a property manager, but when the former owner decided to take off for the south, he sold it to me for a crazy low price, with all the land too. I even had a document to prove it. Perhaps pockets somewhere. Well, I need to think out. We can change the topic for now. Okay. The woman walking slowly about the room smiles. Welcome. If you're here on business, talk to my husband. He does the bothering. An interesting place you have here, but why is there a bicycle mounted in front? Can I buy a bike here? Oh gosh, I'm sorry. That sign doesn't represent what we sell here. We just picked it up in the market to decorate the store. We did have a few bikes for sale a while back, but not a single one is left. Where did the person who sold the sign get it from? Maybe they took it off a bike shop. Whew! Your guess is as good as mine. You best sell whatever you can get your hands on. Our goal is to fill a niche once occupied by pawn shops. We don't specialize in anything, but simply we sell items we barter with our customers. Thus we sometimes sell bikes. Sometimes, however, we do not. Yeah, see how it is. Can we talk about something else? Yes, of course. Could you answer some questions? Okay, may I ask your name? Katarina Ryabova Khmelnitskaya. But you can just use my first name. What do you do here? I clean inventory and range goods. Then my husband barters and sells them. That's what we do from dawn to dusk. Tell me about this area. I mean, the secretary was love at first sight. This place is beyond anything I ever dreamed of in a musty shack where I spent most of my childhood. Any local rumors? Believe it or not, the secretary is too good for gossip and rumor. Only serious, intelligent people live here. We even get foreigners visiting us, like those German gentlemen who stayed at the diner. Okay. Where is your husband?
Here's my restraining just as the young stacked the boxes and spread out across various dusty shelves. This could all be yours, friend. I have something for everyone, and all at the fair prices too. Oh, but first I want to ask you a couple of questions. Alright, I'm listening. What's your name, buddy? According to my passport, I'm Vilenio Ryabov. It's a Soviet name, an acronym for Vladimir Ilyich Lenin inspires optimism. But my close friends call me Vil. And what friend could be closer than a loyal customer like yourself? So you go ahead and call me that as well. What do you do here? What the heck? What? What is the slacking? Hello, Data. Look around, I run a store with my wife, and it's worth mentioning we are doing very well for ourselves. What can you tell me about this rooftop district? A good place, worth every kopeck of the extortionate fees the authorities are charging. There are even decent shops here, and no one anywhere stocks stolen goods, my store included. And rumors to share, apparently some new gang is raging across the steppe, call themselves the Flyers. I also heard these flyers were sent by the Northern Saboteurs, but nobody can prove anything yet. Okay. Well, let's see what you got then, buddy. Let's see, we have some stuff to get rid of, right? These.
Way so much. Let's get rid of them. Hmm. Here's some of the logs. Okay. Oh, that's not working here. Do. Then it arouse your curiosity. Gray-haired street vendor approaches and unceremoniously rests a large pink hand on your shoulder. Don't ignore the chance of a lifetime. Look at what I have for sale. A rare thing indeed, a relic of the distant mystical past. See, very well. Show me what you got. The white green, the man digs in one of his many pockets and produces a pencil-sized item wrapped in fabric. Yeah, touch it, stroke it, I tell you. You fall in love with it just like I did. Push item back into his hand. Nah, not interested. Oh, come on, okay, if you're truly not interested, I want you to be explicit. Say, I'm not looking to buy a priceless oriented artifact, the magic flute of Chin Chin, wise man of the Yellow Sea. Well, I'm not looking to buy a priceless ancient artifact, the magic flute of Chin Chin, wise man of the Yellow Sea. I'm after jagged words of denial, well enough, but whether they the sincere expression of your heart's desire. Yep, they sure were. Turn around and leave. Oh, what kind of scam artist that guy was. What we got here? Crap, right. This one keeps changing. Yeah, woman looks at you like an old acquaintance, suspicious. Oh, comrade? You're one of the committee you spoke of, correct? You said, what? No, I didn't do nothing. What are you on about? Don't worry, I know that you're a new member of the Revolutionary Underground, a mysterious stranger who recently arrived in the city, but has already managed to stir up a real brouhaha. But let's not drag this out. I'm sure you still have a lot to do. Call me Alexandra Volkova. Despite the fortune I inherited from my husband, I sympathize with your organization. And naturally, the hardships of the working people as well. Why do you sympathize with the revolutionaries? Can't you see what Trudograd is like? Humiliating poverty, sheer lawlessness, these are symptoms of the same disease as Comrade Strike always says. As soon as I found out about the underground, I rushed to help, if not with actions, then at least with rubles. And now that the movement has such experienced allies, I'm sure the final triumph of justice is not far off. Who knows what's going on in the second tier? I mean, on the rooftops, same as usual. Woman frowns in contempt. They want nothing to do with the problems of ordinary workers and the refugees from the north, as if they don't realize that we are all in the same fight. I see. Can I ask a few questions? Questions are quite... I'm curious. Tell me about your husband, Alexandra. I won't say I loved him, but I respected him in my own way. Let's not discuss it right now. He only recently passed, after all. Okay, tell me what the glorious Trudograd. Trudograd. You've seen what the inhabitants of the lower tiers must suffer through. Hard simply to look at them sometimes. It would be fine if they owed their poverty to bad life choices or poor genetics, but no. Their only fault is that they weren't born rich and never devoted themselves to exploiting their oppressed brothers and sisters. But is being honest and truly a sin? It is not. That is why I, like some other wealthy folks who have allied themselves with the oppressed, have devoted myself to restoring justice. Our cause is righteous and we will prevail for the future. May I ask what you're doing? I'm in charge of my late husband's estate. He was quite well off. Not so rich I could stain myself with a membership to the seventh heaven, but enough that I can live comfortably without lifting a finger if I so choose. Any rumors? This isn't a rumor, but a morsel of privileged information. The bookseller living right here on the second tier also supports a change to the current government. Very pleasant fellow, even educated. Such a pity about his health problems. Okay. After the checkpoint. Over there, Mr. Chapel. Who the heck is that? Green man angrily swats the snow of his fur hat and mumbles half in a foreign language. As is the Ekelhaft. In the Alps, the winters are cold, but at least the views make up for it. But here, mein Leben. You're a merchant in German, you sit around the second tier. You must be Elias, correct? The one with all the ants hiding in his barrels. Getting his own name from a complete stranger, Elias shivers and raises his head. Did David send him? Yes, we do have a bit of problem with these demon and the locals call them mimics. What about it? Are you going to help us deal with them? Depends on the reward, buddy. If you help us, we'll give you our most sacred artifact, our bear. And a few hundred rubles, natürlich. Okay, why not? I agree. Wunderbar, return to Dave and tell him I'm okay with letting you in. Okay, but first, you answer a few questions for me? It took me light. Answering a question when we all have work assignments waiting would be highly negligent. So it took me light, what's it? I am sorry, pretty much, you can say. Ich spreche kein Russisch. Don't talk any Russian, he says. The bold farm-like merchant winks at you and busily rolls up his sleeves. So, upon what shall we dine this fine day? I'm going to say right off that I don't have schnitzel or craft beer, but there's a lot of other goodies to mention. How's trade? Got many customers here? No, not really, but those I do have are regulars. I don't know what keeps them coming back, but there you have it. Maybe it's a secret ingredient I add to every dish. I knew it. You add addictive drugs to everything, right? No, what are you saying? My secret ingredient is love, and the fact I'm not carrying any infectious diseases. Unlike some I can mention. Unlike who? Well, unlike a lot of folks. Take before Timur, for example. Though he's been chased out of the city and his kebab shack sealed under a layer of concrete, still that bastard infected a good few hundred people before he was caught. What was Timur sick with? Typhoid, of course. He was an asymptomatic carrier, the devil. Okay, can you answer a few more questions? You're always welcome. What's your name, dude? In 5 years, you're the first person to ask my name. Apollon Palshikov, the owner of this cozy establishment. What do you do for a living, though? I own a diner, and a couple of months ago decided to also teach myself how to brew potions and tincture from rare plants. Even bought a collection of Dmitry Somikov's outlandish seeds. Wait here, I'll show you. Man leaves for a short time, comes back with several tiny bags filled with seeds and seedlings. Look here, I got wolfberries, Judas-tree, bottomits. Only problem is the tinctures I produce are worthless. One reeks like a wet dog, another like a goat, and the third drives people into despair. Oh, how I wish someone would buy this whole useless collection from me. I know a guy who wouldn't mind a couple bottomwood seeds, but he's not allowed into the city proper. They don't sell the bottomwood separately, only as part of the collection. Buy it for your body at the ridiculous low price of 1,000 rubles. Why? It cost me 900, and reselling without a profit is bad business. Tell me about the Judas tree. There's many lies going around about that thing as there is truth. According to most, this plant is a mutated form of aspen. It grows in a couple of days into a healthy tree, and after that it lures people, animals, insects, all manner of things to suck out their juices somehow. But keep in mind, I myself have not seen this. All I know for sure is that the concoction of its seedlings is bitter, like wormwood, and drives you into deep depression. I drank a glass of the stuff just for the heck of it and started crying. Couldn't snap out of it for a week without really knowing why. What can you tell me about the bottomets? I believe the rumors this plant is not a mutant. There are accounts of travelers stumbling upon it back in the days of the ancient Greeks. It is said that if you plant one of these seeds in the right soil, special fruits will grow out of it. Not a melon or a pumpkin, but a living, breathing sheep. Or was it a goat? A cow, maybe? It's all nonsense, of course. Grade A poppycock, to be sure. But the tincture derived from these seeds really does stink of wet fur and barn. That's why I'm trying to sell it. Would you like that? Let's talk about something else. Okay, let's see your menu then, buddy. Okay, so you got food. Let's sell off all of these. I'll keep one. We have some stores here. Looks like the books. Pale and sickly-looking man strolls around the small bookstore, dusting and rearranging all manner of tomes and manuscripts on the crowded shelves. He squints in your direction. Oh, I've heard a lot about you from the revolutionaries. Welcome to my store, comrade. Yes, enough with the pleasantries. Young man, may I ask how my books are selling? Like hot pierogi, Comrade Cerulo. I sold the last of them just yesterday, but, turning back to you, that doesn't mean I don't have more books to offer. Nice library, where do you get your wares from? Oh, you know, my trade is a delicate art like building a house of cards. Some books are purchased from private collectors, some are from the local printing houses, others are gathered in the strangest places, restore them here in my shop and then put on sale. Are there still active book collectors in the city? Of course. They are mostly old people though, you know the type. Wise academics in the last days, pre-war professors, old-timers with huge private libraries and empty piggy banks. Most of what they own is from before the war. They never dreamed they would one day trade these works of art for a hot meal. There are many printing houses in the city. There's a few actually. Mostly they produce newspaper and utilitarian texts like recipe books, survival manuals, etc. But some of them print modern yellow backs as well. They collaborate with authors who prefer to sell their works privately. In short, despite all the recent troubles, Trudograd's literature scene is still in bloom. Just like the common Rafflesia Arnoldi. What are some of the weird places you get your books from? All sorts of peculiar locals. Dumps always yield a few good books if you're willing to dig long enough. I don't pretend to know what sort of monster would discard fine literature, but that's how it goes. And there was the time one of the city libraries was transformed into a blow-up doll factory. They were in such a hurry to finish, the construction workers bulldozed the whole inventory into a landfill. Several literary masterpieces found a new home in my store that day. Okay. Ask a few more questions. Bookseller falls into a loud wretched coffee pit. It lasts just long enough to make it obvious this is a simple chess call. You take a few steps away from him just in case. I'm sorry, but I'm really busy. Oh, okay. Guys, can we trade? So let's see. Okay. We should get this one then, huh? $720. We're gonna, yeah, let's get that one. What's the matter? What's with the cough, my man? Okay. Hmm. A fat, unshaven man with glasses rubs his hands together and excitedly examines you from head to toe. Oh, ho, ho! Who are you and what I most want to know? Why are you here? Are you expecting someone? The man's eyes bulge as he places his fingers and begins moving them in front of your face as if casting a spell on you, or add mysticism to his next words. Whatever it is he's doing, it's less than convincing. My friend, by answering this question, I will redeem myself from my hobby, and that will be against the rules. Clears his throat. Off the game! Game! Let me guess who you are. Burning with anticipation. What the heck? Go with number one, I don't know. You're a philatelist. Give up, you don't know the answer. Pying champion. Now you came to hear of this shameful detail from my past, but that is not what I meant. You don't want to ignite the scandal, so I suggest you never mention it again. I give up. Let's talk about. Okay. I give up. Let's talk about something else. Whatever you say. Can I ask a few more questions? That really only comes to mind. Some simplistic questions you already asked thousands of citizens before me. No chance. I'm definitely not interested. Okay. Repeat an twist. Guess wrong. You're an artist of the Barbizon School. Almost right, but it only counts. You're a fire eater. Oh, wrong answer. Sit down. You get an F for effort. I give up. Okay. Full game by the name of Kremlins and Baba Yagas. I think I know who you are. You're a contactless Sambu Sensei. Maybe you don't know what. Okay. Come here at night. person. Down here. Marketplace. Yay. Hmm. Alright, it's a nice scope of freaking the price though. $9.19. It's Hmm. Hmm. Way so much. Water. Hey, Kip. Small question. Oh, not a big one. Cop's weight. And how would I know? I need that. How would I know? Yeah, huh? I mean, he's mostly machine, so he weighs like a brick ton, though. Let's see here. We need that. At that point, you have to Google, because I have no idea. Let's see. It's an interesting because people just keep on discussing it. So there is no actual answer to it. People are just guessing. Okay, let's see here now. One wooden, or one custom made. Oh, where's that one? Let's go to him. Pushka scarf, rope. And scrap metal. Okay. Now, next is to make a metal one. There's a wooden crossbow. The metal scrap. 3 empty. Ah, shit, I need to buy a rope. Two scrap metal, wooden crossbow, 3 empty tins, and 2 ropes. Getting cold. Okay, so we got a metal bow, crossbow, I mean. So to make a heavy crossbow, we need oh crap, now comes the expensive part. We need a toolbox. I need to wait for this. Toolbox. That's a nice one, man. But a little bit expensive in my opinion currently. Because the toolbox is gonna cost me like $2,000 or something. See, he has. I should have bought metal bolts. Craft them, so. See, I think they're selling a toolbox at the market over here. Let's see.
In place of the mechanic and his feeble imitation of someone repairing a snowmobile, now stands a small crowd, cold and miserable. They're peering suspiciously at the auto sled, still partially buried in the snow, and discussing something amongst themselves.
So, where is this guy? What's this all about?
Asks a short mustached fellow, and you can do nothing but ask yourself the same question.
Yeah, I think our repairman's brain is fried. He came to the office late yesterday and told everyone to meet here at this time. Well, here I am. Now what?
Shrugs a portly lady in a faux leather coat. You again recall your last meeting with the grim mechanic, his depressed state, his queer request for rope and some soap, the frightening phrases he uttered during your chat. You don't know what to think now.
Push your way closer to the snowmobile.
You try to push your way through the small yet compact crowd to the front row. It isn't as easy as you thought. People are reluctant to shift their positions and even push back at times.
Ow, my foot!
Screams a short woman in a fluffy shawl.
What's the hurry, comrade?
Says a plump senior citizen as he shoves you away. When you finally get up front, the annoyed voices fall silent. To everyone's shock, the snowmobile roars to life, and from beneath the skids, someone burrows his way to the surface and stands tall. Believe it or not, it's the mechanic, but with one big difference. Now, the morose fellow is grinning from ear to ear.
Oof. I did it. I finally did it. Hear that purr, ladies and gents? That's the sound of victory.
How did you fix that thing? It didn't even have an engine before.
At the sound of your voice, the man turns and waves. The crowd also switches its attention to you.
You're here too, huh? I'm glad you got to see this, because you're the reason I was able to fix this baby. Remember me asking for soap and a piece of rope?
Yeah, so does that change the fact that you had no engine?
He probably haggled that engine with Stanislaw, the traveling salesman.
Guesses a plump fellow in a beige jacket.
Right? Stanislaw was in town to visit the public bathhouse and needed soap badly. He didn't have any money, though, just some old junk to trade.
A hunchbacked old lady in a woolly beret supports his theory.
He was desperate to get a rope for his horse, too. I remember that,
adds an old man in horn-rimmed glasses.
You've got it all right,
says the mechanic, gently stroking the hood of his snowmobile.
I traded the items for a motor and finally got her running.
Never would have guessed. What do you plan on doing now?
Now I'm gonna keep my promise. I asked you all here so I could say my goodbyes. And I see quite a lot of you heeded my call. My ex is here, my boss, my colleagues. Let's say our farewells.
He exclaims passionately, but also with a hint of sadness.
But where are you off to then?
Ponders a large woman in a faux leather coat.
I'm off to have myself an adventure,
laughs the mechanic, slapping the hot hood of his vehicle.
Ask the boss to lend me this baby in place of my annual bonus. I'm gonna ride it until I can't ride it anymore, scaring animals, giving people a ride, and running over dirty northerners all the way.
The man snaps a pair of goggles over his eyes, mounts the bike, and with a final,
"See you next summer, folks,"
rides away in a haze of unsettled snow.
Shine on, you crazy diamond. Okay. That was an interesting solution to the whole thing. Interesting outcome. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to really get to the market. Ourselves up a little. How much XP do we need? Oh, not much. Yeah, one of you guys do have a toolbox, if I remember it right.
У меня так много дел. Что-то случилось?
Oh, yeah, several. We only need one. Hmm. Okay. Stand by the fire. Two. Why can't I put them? Why can't I put two of these together? They're exactly the same. Cause the craft is I need two metal crossbow, but I need them to be, you know, in this both there. But for some reason I can't put two of the metal crossbows together. So what is this then? That means I'm gonna have to craft another metal crossbow then. Yeah, I can combine these, of course. Let me see if I... Why? This is so dumb. That means I'm gonna have to craft another metal crossbow. It's such a hassle, man. So next I need to make a wooden crossbow. Then a metal one.
Ну, здравствуй. Что же я хотел сделать? У меня так много дел.
Need a rope, but I need a lot of ropes. God damn it. This is so dumb though, man. Don't really have anything to sell here. So I'm gonna get rid of one of the guns. I have several just because of the different ammo. God damn it.
У меня так много дел.
That annoys me. Haven't. There's only two of them, right? How the heck are you aiming? Okay, so now all of a sudden they shoot me. What kind of comrade are you? wheels painted on garage door, used syringes and cigarette butts laid to the ground. Graffiti covers the ground in walls, it all makes sense now you're in a gang territory. Group of criminals are such and discreet close by. Okay. Work our way out of that one. Oh yeah, where's she at? How are you doing about that? I passed out all your leaflets. It seemed to me the general reaction was positive. Thank you so much. I hope you're not just being optimistic. Level. Here's the money, and here's the best piece of loot from Ernest's latest scavenging mission. Hopefully it will come in handy. For the shop, only one more day until we open. I hope to see you again when that happens. We do. Good luck for the shop. What did we have? We did all the tinkering we needed, right? So throwing. We're gonna have through the visor, right? And next we want is William Tell. Okay, and then we have him. Then we're gonna have deep pockets. Next.
Что же я хотел сделать?
Yes, about the interview RPG sent me on. I interviewed the former detective Vasmir. Here's what he had to say. Vasky mentioned mechanics and listens to your tale of the eccentric sensei. When you're done, your furtive friend smiles, nods, and gives you 100 rubles as well as a piece of candy wrapped in colorful paper. Help yourself. Unfortunately, there's nothing in this story our readers don't already know, but that's okay. The editorial staff will like it. That's all he said, right? He also related a strange story about some kidnapped sergeant. He went something like this. Oh no, that's interesting. Weird, don't you think? Unlike every Sosnegradian only knew about Oserski's robberies, smugglings, and murders, but why would he kidnap medical professionals and particularly plastic surgeons? Makes you think, doesn't it? Anyway, thank you very much. Here's a little bonus. The share smart unit gives you another 50 rubles. Okay, and here's what Trubachio told me. Rubalski makes an origami figure out of candy wrapper as he told me about your talk with a former bandit. When you finish, he gives you a piece of candy wrapped in bills that add up to 100 rubles. Help yourself. I'm astonished by your tale. Seems like such a close compatriot of Oserski would know much more than the press does. Are you sure he didn't tell you anything else? Yes, I'm sure. What a bummer. I thought such a close associate would know much, much more. As you can see, I questioned everyone you were interested in. Satisfied? Potter nods and gives you 200 rubles as well as another piece of chocolate candy. Oh yes, more than satisfied. Thank you. And don't forget to eat that candy. What's money when you can have chocolate? Hey, a stranger helped you out. Try not to be so afraid of meeting people in the future. Some are actually kind, like me. Oh yeah, that's a lesson I will never forget. Intellect. Something's not quite right here. I don't think Potep was who he said he was. Oh. Seemingly unconnected facts starts forming a pattern in your mind's eye. Wasn't Potep twitchy and nervous during your earlier conversations? Why is he now behaving so calmly and holding his head so high? And why is he all of a sudden limping like a fabled Kai Oserski from Vasmir's story? Yes, the general seems far younger than Kai Oserski, who would now be in his early 40s, but before the war, there were certain specialists who worked for the state to change people's appearance when the need arose. Plastic surgeons, just like the people Oserski's gang kidnapped before his alleged death. By the time we figure out what just happened, Potter has already left the tavern and disappeared into the labyrinth of the city streets. But you're almost certain you know where he went. Oh no, Potter was Kai Oserski all along. He used me to find out who knows too much. I was going to execute them. Okay. But we didn't get a quest for it though. Huh. The first time since you know her, Blaze is slouching in her seat. No time, comrade. Further instructions are needed for the next step in the revolution. Until then, you're free to go exploring your own. Oh, okay. Bit. Let's go and see if we can do this. Sorry, my friend, but they decided to stop living, so continue. And they sent me. I have an audience with the Mermic family. Yeah. I hope you know what you're doing, Freund. I will stay here while you perform this gruesome arbeit and stop any ants trying to escape your mighty boot. After that, we will see each other again and meet alive. Sehr gut? Sehr gut. So be it. I'm going in. Unser Panzer singt an den Fenstervinken, die ger grus. Damn it. They changed that text so quickly I can't keep up. I don't know how difficult these are. So. Let's check it out. Nummer 2, ja? Ah! God damn it. That aim. You know what? We can use that one. Oh crap, I forgot to put oh, I do have it on. I'm gonna save here just in case I hit him. Oh. Whoop. Get wrecked. Uh-oh. There's something in this hole. Is that the Mermaid Queen? Approach the hole and the stench of rotten cabbage wafts over you as you catch the faint sense of something soft and slimy moving behind the concrete. No doubt about it, this hole is the Mermaid Queen's royal egg-laying chamber. Okay, let's go. Grab the queen by the egg sac and drag it out of hiding. Thrust the hand into that pouch and grab onto the ant queen's egg-laying organ. You can't hold on to it for long, however, since it's coated in vicious slime. A handful of gooey and the worst result of your botched attempt. From the sound of shifting rocks, you deduce the young queen is crawling further from the opening. Now the only thing that can reach her is an explosive of some sort. Oh, god damn it, that I don't have. Oh, god damn it. I sold off my dynamite. Okay, so that was a bad option. Let's loot first. Then we deal with the queen. And we can make a homemade little explosive. Hmm. Empty, I think. I think it has to be green for it to be something in it. Oh, gas mask. Bum, 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 bum. Need a higher lockpick. Cactus. Let's stick close together. Stop puffing and puffing. Okay. Yeah, lockpicking is pretty shite. This is higher, huh? Let me see. Okay, let's see what we can do with the queen here then. Urge the queen to negotiate peace with us and take a deep breath and crawl into the narrow opening. Your attempt is destined to end badly. Gunpowder. What the frickin' heck? Did you make gunpowder? Okay, so that one is not a solution. God damn it. Urge the queen to negotiate a peaceful resolution to the situation. Copy answer and getting close. The queen and shout to you come in peace. You sound something squishy. God damn it. Need gunpowder. Can't I make that? Look like it. Well, that sucks. God damn it, and I sold the dynamite that I had. So I don't have any. have to come back here then. We need an explosive. Okay, we're gonna have to come back here.
Я очень занят.
Okay, let's see. Mhm. Hmm. We need ropes and we need do, 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 do. Yeah, I still have to get to the docks, but right now I need to get some boom boom.